Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Tracy from Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science. I'm a research scholar, and thanks for the upload, but I urge you, don't look at my hairstyle, focus on the screen, okay? I chose the topic, ERP systems, so I'll be talking about the trends, tools, and software. Okay, so here are the contents of stuffs I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about ERP and an enterprise overview, then earlier use of softwares, the need for ERP systems, trends, softwares, tools, benefits, and then I'll conclude. So let's move to the enterprise overview. An enterprise is generally a group of people with the same goal. So that's just the simple definition of an enterprise. Now, before the advent of ERP systems, enterprise used to be seen as though a group of people, it's not seen as a group of people with common goals, but each department work with their separate objectives. There was no integration coming together to work together to achieve company goals. Now, each department will work separately, the marketing, finance, HR, sales, they work separately. Next slide, please. The earlier used softwares. Before the advent of ERP, there is something called as enterprise resource management. Now it only focused on accounting, human resource, and material management. But then due to lots of documentation, there was need for manufacturing companies to upgrade, to look out for a kind of technology that will help them in their business processes. And that was what gave rise to material requirements planning. Now, this stage, it helps to maintain inventories that require stock level and basic manufacturing company needs at that point. But then because of the drawbacks of material requirements planning, there was need for an upgradation. That was what gave rise to MRP2. Now, this was an advancement of the material resource planning because it focused not just on inventory management or maintaining stock level, but it included areas like distribution management, project management, finance, human resource, and engineering. Next slide. Now you ask me, what is the need for enterprise resource planning? There was a need, even though there has been several obligations from MRP1 to MRP2, but there was still needs. Manufacturing industries still face lots of challenges. They wanted an upgradation, and they wanted stuff like a software that will integrate financial data, standardize manufacturing process, and standardize HR information, amongst other needs. This was what gave rise to ERP. ERP, a simple definition, is a technique and concept that integrates management of business with the overview of effective utilization of the enterprise resources. It's an enterprise resource planning is a system that enterprise resource planning system is that information technology system. It's meant to serve information technology needs of manufacturing companies. Next. Here are the features of enterprise resource planning. It combines both the finance, HR, customer relationship management, data services project. It combined all this in one. These are the features. Next slide. Now I'm going to talk about the trends in ERP system. We have the cloud ERP. Now with this, I know that technology-wise, we know of companies working with their desktop. There is need to use hardware and all. But the recent trend now, vendors are trying to move from hardware use. They try to make this software, put it on the cloud, such that there is no need for hardware. The only thing that is needed is just effective management of the system. For example, SaaS, software as a service. It is easier to update. You can just update it. There is no need for a hardware device as such. You can access it at any given time you want. And there is also something as mobile ERP solution. Vendors are also making moves to make sure that people, the end users, can make use of their ERP system, like forming something like an app. Like anywhere you go, you can be able to use your ERP. You can be able to access it at any place you find yourself, anywhere you go. The mobile ERP solution is making them to work out ways. They are finding out extensions, add-ons to incorporate mobility. Next. The next one is the hybrid ERP solutions. This helps Any questions?
Audience can raise questions.
Congrats, Thomas Tracy.
Thank you.
What is your opinion about CRM, Customer Relationship Management? You have mentioned in your presentation, no?
Yes.
CRM. Do you think CRM plays an important role in today's business?
Of course.
How?
If you want to open a company, for example, there is no way you give out your product without customers. No matter the company that comes on board, the main people who will you might have objectives to boost up revenue, to enhance sales, but the people who will make you achieve your goals are your customers. If you're not able to relate with them and make them have high level of satisfaction based on the product you have to give to them, how are you able to achieve your goals? So this is very strategic. No matter what you are doing, customer relationship management cannot be excluded.
If you start your own company,
Yes.
What could be the important factor you will be focusing on?
If I start my own company?
Yeah. I'm sure that you need to focus on all the components.
Yes.
If so, what could be your priority, where you will focus on if you start your own company?
Aside the products I have to develop when I start my own company, it has to be, I have to ask myself a question. That product, will it satisfy my consumers? And that is the customer we're talking about.
Will be your topmost priority.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Thomas Tracy.
So, a very good morning to one and all present here. I'm Jayalakshmi and she is.
I am Subiksha from PSG College of Arts and Science.
Yeah, we are going to present you on the topic digital transformation and opportunity for the insurance industry. Okay. Digitalization in insurance industry. Leaving the factor for insurance industry, let us see what is digitalization. Digitalization is the integration of digital technology in our everyday life. Yeah, we all know that we are using our using our mobile phones, internets, so many things to buy or to order something. Those are also included in the digital transformation. So coming to this, for insurance industry, digitalization in insurance industry should be in digital format and discrete units. In the formal or traditional technology, we know that how the insurance companies will be operated. So it would be operated. So in those days, the agents have to visit the customer's house or the customer's place, and they have to collect all the informations about them and all the relevant things they want to fill in the application, so on. But nowadays, the agents are not required to visit the customers directly. They can access them through their mobile phones or networks, anything. So the next, it is an apparent idea for the development and technology. So here are some digital services which provides opportunity to the insurance industry. First one is personalized policy coverage. Do anyone have any idea what is personalization? Personalization is nothing but knowing the customer or meeting the customer's requirements to the best, or meeting their requirements effectively and efficiently. That is what personalization all means. Personalization policy coverage, it replaces the frustrated traditional pricing models. As I told before, we can pay our premiums through our mobile phones, through our internets, or whatever. We don't need to stand in a queue, or we don't need to wait for a long time to pay the price of our premium. And then it simplifies the complexity faced by both the insurers and the insured. In case of insurers, it reduces their pressure, it reduces their work or their manual inputs. And in case of insureds, it provides more customer experience, more customer satisfaction to them. And next one, in today's world, we all know insurance is an emerging sector. In that, 80% of the insurance customers are looking forward for this personalized policy coverage, through which the insurer know the customer better than the traditional technology. So the next digital services, process improvement. Yeah, we all know about the process. What are all the processes involved to get into the insurance company, we know about that. So in traditional or in the formal technology, we have to fill in the form, we have to visit the insurance company. Similarly, it's very hard to choose the insurance company which would be best for the customers. But in today's world, it's very easy. We can search through our mobile phones, we can search through our internet to find which is the best or which is the better insurance company for us to invest in. So insurance are still integrating products and services manually, which is time consuming. in digital technology replaces the traditional technology, which is more time consuming for the customers and for also the insurers, that is insurance company. And of course it reduces the operational cost. We all know its digitalization is also known by reducing the cost or replacing the papers, use of papers, that all. So next. So, okay, you can see this. These are all.
You can conclude the
things.
topic.
Sorry?
You can conclude the topic.
Yeah, okay. Though there are many difficulties in digital technology, we are also have to abide by it because there are more and more advantages in it. So the only way for us to abide by whatever the technology is coming. Thank you.
Audience can raise the questions. Audience can raise your questions.
Congratulations, Shubhashini and team, Subiksha and team.
Thank you, sir.
I don't have any questions regarding digitalization. Let us keep the word digitalization aside. They used to tell, in India, we sell insurance, and in foreign countries, they buy insurance. Am I clear? In India, we sell insurance.
Yeah.
In the foreign countries, they buy insurance. Why is it so?
According to my view, they are more aware of it for the first. And the second one is this digital transformation. I mean, இது கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடியே அவங்களுக்கு வந்துருச்சு. அதனால இது மூலமா நிறைய மார்க்கெட்டிங் அவங்களால பண்ண முடிஞ்சது, அவங்களுக்கு அவேர்னஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ண முடிஞ்சது. இது நமக்கு இப்பதான் வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ இது மூலமா நம்ம நிறைய அவேர்னஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணலாம். Later we'll also can become like US. We'll also buy the insurance than they are selling.
Thank you. Next question is, what is the role of youngsters in creating awareness about insurance among their parents?
The first thing is, we have to go for the presentations like this, and we have to say our parents we are going for that, and in that way we can educate them for the first, and then we have to talk with them, or we have to educate them by saying that insurance is not a waste. Insurance is not amount waste which is invested. It is a gain. It is a gain. In that way, we have to educate them.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Subiksha.